Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Vasundhara Narula, a foreign medical graduate from Georgia who just gave her a FMG and now is waiting for her results and waiting for her internship to start. I have been getting a lot of questions regarding when to start, how to start, what to do. So I thought why not compile all these questions and make a video to help all of you. So starting from the first question. When to start? I know it's a really troublesome question कि classes चल रही हैं, travel भी करना है, घर आके खाना भी बनाना है, for those who are living alone and don't have a mess, सब कुछ करना है and कैसे करेंगे ये सब कुछ? But I think that all of you who are appearing for the exam should start now. You should not wait for the day to come कि हाँ आज हमारे पास टाइम है. नहीं, we have to figure out a time. We have to figure out something. अपने दिन में से कुछ घंटे निकाल के you have to start now, वरना लेट हो जाएगा. The next question, ऑनलाइन कि ऑफलाइन? Yes, ये क्वेश्चन बहुत लोगों ने मुझसे पूछा है. Okay guys, let me break it down for you. If you are somebody who can stick to a schedule, like wake up early, find subjects कि हमको ये पढ़ने हैं, like surgery, medicine, obs and gynae, pedia, ENT, optha, because these are like high yielding subjects. If you think that you can make a schedule and stick to your schedule without missing a day and do everything like according to your schedule, like सुबह उठा and सारे topics padhe, then questions kare, then you took a break and then you started again. If you can stick to the schedule and not miss a day, and even if you miss a day, not feel guilty about it कि यार shit एक दिन miss कर लिया, oh god अब हम एक step पीछे हो जाएंगे. If you guys can live with it and do that, you can do online classes. You can. But if you think कि घर बैठे बैठे lazy हो जाएंगे, mindlessly इंस्टाग्राम पे रील्स स्क्रॉल करेंगे, नहीं तो बिंज वॉच कर लेंगे नेटफ्लिक्स पे कुछ. इफ यू गाइज थिंक दैट यू कैन नॉट स्टिक टू स्केड्यूल बाय योर सेल्फ एंड इन यू नीड समबडी टू force you to be like nahi study, you want somebody to teach you, then I think you guys should opt for a platform which teaches offline rather than online. Because let's be honest guys, we need somebody to teach us. Like हम कुछ भी बोले that we can study by ourselves, but when we actually have a doubt, when we are solving our MCQs or we are solving our GTs, we do need somebody to like guide us ki, okay, you were wrong over in these things and you need to work on this. I actually had a lot of problems while I was studying and giving my GTs because I didn't go to a offline platform. I had chosen an online platform due to my own personal reasons. And at some point of my life, while I was giving GTs, I was going through a troublesome point where I was not able to understand कि मेरा कहाँ गड़बड़ हो रही है, what subjects am I lacking at, what should I do to get better. And we do need teachers face to face so that they can help us out, like sort things out, break them for us ki okay, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this right, you should work on this and work on that. So I personally feel if I had the chance to go back in time and fix this thing, I would have chosen an offline platform. But still, it's up to you guys. If you feel that you can do an online thing, you go ahead with it and do online. And if you feel like no, maybe you need a person to push you to study, you need a schedule, like a made up schedule ki हाँ इतने दिन anat, इतने दिन biochem, इतने दिन physiology, and you think कि MCQs भी कोई करवा देगा, बोलेगा आज टेस्ट है, then I think you guys should opt for offline. The next question, I actually have a solution for the people who are confused between Mist and Arise. These both platforms have their YouTube channels. What you can do is find a subject. For example, you choose anatomy. Now go to their channels, find the teachers who are teaching anatomy and play their videos and see with which teacher you are able to understand things, because end of the day you need to understand what they're teaching. If you feel like the Mist faculty is teaching good anatomy, go there. If you feel like the Rice faculty is teaching good anatomy, go there. If you are confused कि नहीं दोनों अच्छा पढ़ा रहे हैं, go to another subject. Go to a subject like obs and gynae, or go to a subject like ENT and optha, because they are important. Then look up the videos, compare the way they're teaching, the examples they're giving, the language they're using, everything. And then accordingly decide which platform you want. Next question. As you must have noticed in the recall of January 25 FMG, that the questions have been a bit, they were not direct, but they were actually a bit twisted and were like, whoa, पढ़ा भी होगा ना तो भी you'll be like, यार ये तो नहीं पढ़ा यार, ये तो नहीं पढ़ा. So what I'm trying to tell you is, guys, प्लीज़ अपने बेसिक्स को एकदम ऐसे रखो कि तुमसे कोई पूछे तो तुमको फटाक से आंसर पता होना चाहिए. टू बी रियली ऑनेस्ट, योर बेसिक्स शुड बी क्लियर. यू शुड नॉट बी कन्फ्यूज, बिकॉज if your base is not clear, then you can't, understand the higher things, the higher subjects. If you don't know the basic physiology, how do you think you will understand the CVS or the GIT or CNS or any part, the topics there are in the physiology? So you need to understand and you need to have clear basics. Guys, you need to understand that FMG ka paper won't be that easy. They won't ask you ki kitne vertebrae hote hain ya cranial nerves ke naam batao. They won't ask you that direct questions. But mind you, they won't be that difficult. जैसे GTs में ये questions होते हैं. Of course, they won't be that difficult. But it won't be that easy as well. They will give you some direct questions, but वो known topic में से ऐसा question घुमा के, ऐसे जलेबी बना के they'll give it to you that you'll be like, पढ़ा है ये question, कहीं देखा है ये topic. You won't even recall the topic even if it is a known topic to you. What I'm trying to say is that you have to have a good concept of all the topics. See, FMG is not a competitive exam. It's an exam where all of you need 50%, which is 150 marks out of 300. At least to pass. I mean, of course, I'm not saying ki sub 150 le aao. Of course, everybody has their goals, to reach a certain score and marks. But end of the day, we all should know that this is not a competitive exam. All of us want to pass. The actual reason behind me telling you that this is not a competitive exam, but an exam where we need 50% to pass is because there are a lot of people out there who are struggling with something or the other. Maybe they're not able to understand a subject. कि कैसे पढ़ना है, क्या करना है. Maybe they are not able to understand a concept कि क्या है इसमें, क्या चल रहा है. So help out those people. Help them. People who are going through this problem, go reach out to your friends and ask यार भाई या please यार पढ़ा दे यार, समझा दे. So it'll be a benefit to both. जिसको नहीं समझ आ रहा उसको समझ आ जाएगा, और जिसको पता है उसकी एक रिविजन हो जाएगी और उसको पता चल जाएगा कि उसको कितना आता है नहीं आता है. Because end of the day, I would want my friend to pass, so of course I'll help them, and so should you. The last question, guys, from a personal experience, I can tell you that this exam, the stress of this exam, takes a huge toll on your mental health, your emotional health, and sometimes on your physical health as well. And I'm just saying, if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm always there for you all. Always. My DMs are open. My comment section is open for everybody. Whoever wants my help in whatever it is. If you're going through something mentally and you want to share it with me, you can. If you want some help in your studies, of course I'm there for all of you, no matter what. Because as I said, I want all my friends to pass. And on this note, I would like to end this YouTube video. I hope I answered to everybody's questions. But if there are more questions, my Instagram DM is always open. You can also comment on this video and I will get back to you as soon as I can.